ready for a potentially hilarious level of cringe? I know I am. I honestly cannot wait if I can figure out what button I'm supposed to press. Booyakasha. Hello, one and all. We'll turn this down. That's from the Assassin's Creed Syndicate original soundtrack. Highly recommend it. It's very good. We enjoy it. We are going to do a little bit of a pre-show today, which I'm actually kind of excited for. We didn't try this yesterday for various reasons, but we're going to try it this time around, and we're going to talk about what we expect from the show. We can even try playing some Black Flag for totally not for an upcoming video, but we'll try that, and we'll go from there. Also, everyone's saying hello. Hello, Dodo says, I need to know, do you love me? Yes, I love you very much. Let's see. 101 Mythbuster says, potentially, I think it's a given to see the crocodile mission. I'm sure they'll pull that out just to tease people. Rakshith, which I still love that name. It's just fun to say. If you're sitting at home, try saying it. Rakshith. Say it out loud. Make me proud. It's just fun to say. But hello to Rakshith. Val, notice me senpai. Hello. Fiel81. Hello. Geralt's giving out Discord links. How you guys doing? Marius, nice to see you. Pete versus the World, game reviews. Yeah, all of that. So this is the pre-show. We're going to go over all of this based on at least what I was informed on and what I was told. Ubisoft's conference starts 1 hour from now. Is when they actually will open it up. Right now, most streamers are doing pre-show stuff. So if you want to go off and do something until then, that's perfectly fine. Come back in an hour. But we're going to play some Black Flag, talk about our expectations, and go from there. I didn't redo the gameplay selection, but I should be able to just pop like this and pop this up. There. Good? Good. Looks good to me. Now, as for what we should expect today, there's going to be a lot of stuff. It's Far Cry. Far Cry 5 is the one big one that we can expect. Also, Assassin's Creed Origins. Of course, they'll show more of that. And then also some new IP. They've said that there's 1 or 2 new IPs altogether. Plus, the Fractured But Whole. We can expect to probably see more of that. It's going to be interesting. I'm excited for it. And I'm going to try to be very, very unbiased and critical. As Rangman in the chat says right now, please, Luke Boot, be critical. Wasn't Assassin's Creed Origins pretty samey but beautiful? I would say, if anything, I would say it was the opposite. I didn't think it looked that great visually. My guess is because they turned some of the settings down to try to make it run in 4K. But to me, it looked a little samey, but it seemed the gameplay mechanics, they seem to be changing stuff. The most exciting thing for me, not because of itself inherently, but because of the implications, is the change from the mini-map to the actual compass, basically, which sounds like a little and a small thing to have a problem with. But that shows that they're trying to focus much more on exploration and encouraging that, because mini-maps discourage exploration, which is why I hate them. I just loathe them in open world games. There's no reason they should exist. And based on the stuff that they showed off yesterday, it looks like they also feel the same way. If you haven't seen some of those videos, I tweeted some of them out, so you can look that up, but we'll see. Now, the reason I chose to play Black Flag today is because this game is actually being developed by the same team that did Black Flag. Right after they finished all of the DLC and stuff for Black Flag, they went on to Assassin's Creed and Origins, and they started full-on working on it right before the release of Unity, at least is what they said. And if that's true, then they've been working on this for a long while. And they said that their main goal was to first look at what would make a fun game and then follow that through and see where that would take them, and then add in the Assassin's Creed parts later. Now that could either go really well or really badly. It's kind of up in the air, but I think it actually worked out pretty well for instance, Black Flag. I thought it worked out really well. D4 Behind the Door asks, how long are these conferences usually? It's honestly hard to tell. I thought Microsoft was going to be like an hour. They ended up being about 2 hours. Bethesda's, I thought was going to go for an hour. They went for 37 and a half minutes. And so it really is up in the air. It could go either way. But I'm excited. Boss Sturwold says, have you seen the video I sent you in the Discord? Which one? Which one? I try to watch all the stuff people send me over there. So just remind me which one you sent me and I can talk about it. People send me all sorts of stuff. And it's awesome. I'm not complaining. The Game Warfare Project is asking Cyberpunk 2077 at Sony. Maybe. I don't know why, but I don't see Sony being the CD Projekt Red partner. I mean, it's possible that they would, but my guess would be that they'd want to show it off on like the newest and greatest hardware, and they would choose the Scorpio, or I guess the Xbox One X now, for that. So I don't have a strong feeling towards that. I don't know why. It doesn't sit right with me that they would show it off at Sony's conference. I'm not sure why. There's no like legit reason. I just don't feel like that's where it would be shown off. I would love it to, if they even just give us a new trailer, because it's been, what, 4 years since we got a trailer? Like, it's been a while. It's been a while. I would like one. Let's see. Also, oh yeah, Derek D'Souza is saying the Bethesda stream didn't work. There was actually something I did want to talk about. I did, and I'm not hinting at any sort of malintent, but after the stream, the video processes and YouTube searches it and scans it for if it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. And that, like Xbox's stream, they scanned it, they saw a trailer for one of their games, and they flagged that one. So I'm not making any money off of that video. Same with Bethesda's, but the difference was, let's get that. The difference was that Bethesda's, that wasn't initially flagged. So somebody came to my video, flagged it as offensive or hateful speech, and it was actually flagged, whoops, it was actually flagged for like hateful and bullying stuff. Now, I don't remember bullying people. Maybe you can remind me. I apologize if I bullied somebody in that stream. I don't remember bullying someone. We went to Maddie's Twitter feed to see what he was saying, because I was worried that he was going to defend them or try to find a way to defend them. Thankfully, he's seeing through it too, and he's criticizing them, and he's a little baffled as well. He's really come a long way since the Fallout days. I'm proud of him. But I don't remember bullying anyone. But they took it down because I apparently bullied. So that was weird. Somebody from their company actually came and flagged it. It was a little strange. It was a little strange. Jump. Jump. So this is Black Flag, of course, and this was the last game that they made dedicated for Xbox 360 and PS3. So this was a last-gen hardware. And you can kind of tell in some of the little tidbits, mainly in the textures. It's not a bad-looking game, but it's every once in a while you'll see some of the texture work especially. And you're like, yep, this was low RAM, this was low VRAM. No doubt in my mind. Wait, let's get that treasure chest. Where is it? There it is. Hiding from us. That's a way to open it. But yeah, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Igon says you bullied me. Oh no. Yeah, I did see Maddie's video. It was trending this morning, like number 10 on all of YouTube. It was really insane. Boss is asking if I can look in the Discord. I can't right now because of the way Black Flag works. If I exit the app, then it'll cause the stream to stutter. At least that's what it did earlier when I tested it. But if you send it to me and tag me in it, in like the questions for Lukey room, then I can check it out right after the stream if I haven't seen it already. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go do an assassination. Let's do that. So yeah. Yeah. Rangman says, yeah, what happened to Mr. Matty? He's sad. I thought Bethesda could do no wrong. I was actually really surprised. A lot of people were a little flabbergasted at it. And I think even Pete Hines, I think they forced him up there. He's the VP of whatever marketing, I think, or social outreach or something. And you could even tell he was like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. But he had to. It's a little sad. Ladies, come with me.
Well then.
This is how I get around town. Hire a bunch of hookers. Walk around with me. Is it bad? Like, after playing Zelda, I see a tree like this with red in it, and I want to climb the tree to pick the apples. That's how you know a game has made an impact on you, and it's like affecting how you play other games. It could be for the good or for the bad. But, no, like, having played... I played Unity, and then I played Syndicate, and this one, there's certainly elements of this game which... he's back there. There's certainly elements of this game that are a little older and outdated. You can tell why they changed some of the stuff that they did. You coming, ladies? No? Okay. Things like, I missed. Now, Rakshith is asking, what do you think about paid mods? This is a good question, because... There we go. This is a very good question, because last night, all we knew was that they were paid mods. Essentially how it works, which not a lot of people mentioned, or at least were aware of. Oh, nice. I didn't realize I did that. The combat in this game is too easy. Like, legitimately. It's a little insane. But basically how it works is they'll have modders that they want to work with, and so they're hiring them, and they kind of almost... I don't know what to call it. They're like freelance artists or freelance modders, and they bring them on, so they're technically working for Bethesda, and then Bethesda sells their stuff as a Bethesda product, but the modders who created it get a small percentage. So really, it's no different than small paid DLC. The only difference is that they're calling the people that make the DLC modders and community modders. So it's not quite the same as totally paid mods and everything. So I get it. The problem was just that they did so little to win the audience's favor. They did so little to win the audience's favor that nobody was willing to give them any leeway or wiggle room after that. There was nothing good announced, and then they stand up and they're like, yeah, so also, we're going to have mods that you can pay for. People didn't want to read into the details because they had no reason to give them any credit. Let's see. Marius says, have you pre-ordered the new Porsche yet?
By God, you're a sight for salty eyes. Come you in and have a drink.
What was that? That was so insane.
Oh, I can't wait. Who's this? Adewale, the Jackdaw's quartermaster.
Jackdaw. You named your brig after a poxy bird.
Ade, these lads are the better part of our growing confederacy here. Ed Thatch, Ben Hornigold, James Kidd.
You let him carry a pistol, do you?
Peace, Ben.
Ade saved my life. And now we're looking to find a crew to fill out the rest of my ship.
Well, there's scores of capable men about. But use caution. A shipload of the King's sailors showed up a fortnight back, causing trouble and knocking about like they own the place.
Right. I'll see who I can muster.
People say that this is the best Assassin's Creed game, but it's probably the least Assassin's Creed of all the games, if that makes sense. Like, there's, when you look at the formula for creating a good Assassin's Creed game according to Ubisoft, this game doesn't follow any of it.
Cheers, Ade.
Which I guess actually makes sense, because they were willing to do something different. Booyakasha, booyakasha. Let's see, who was asking? I lost it. Mythbusters says, what are we looking forward to most at the Ubisoft conference? I want more... I want examples of, like, some of the bigger quest submissions, maybe some story details if they can muster, for the new Assassin's Creed. I also want to see more about the bad guy in Far Cry, and of course the new IP, whatever it is. It's pretty straightforward. I don't think they're going to pull anything out that's mind-blowingly new or unexpected. I think it's all going to be pretty expected, and I mean, they've pretty much announced everything except for that new IP. New Assassin's Creed is that the combat system, they don't take turns attacking anymore. There's actually, like, parry systems that you have to work with. And not like these stupid parries. Like in this game, you basically hit parry and then it's an automatic kill right after that. Like that. Like there's no way that I should have been able to do that while talking about another video game. Like that's a little sad that it was that easy. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Oh yeah, Neat Sarah asked this in the Discord. I told him I'd answer it on stream. What are my favorite game engines? Obviously, the Red 3, which is what they used to create The Witcher 3, is phenomenal. Like that thing is so solid, at least for what they were trying to do. And it's had some issues, of course. The game launched and was pretty buggy initially, but they got most of it sorted out. And for what they want, you can have a gorgeous game and also really strong RPG mechanics at the same time, and that's something that a lot of companies struggle with. They like look at Frostbite, friggin' Frostbite with Andromeda. That was Frostbite, right? I think so. But look at that. They got a beautiful engine that can pump out gorgeous graphics, but they also had it so it was mind-numbingly horrible and nightmarish to work with, to the point where they couldn't develop anything, a single system of the game, even 16 months out from launch, without it breaking another system. So they ended up having to go with like an alpha build of the facial animation system, just because the newer versions kept breaking the other elements, like space exploration and some of the flight combat stuff that was getting broken. Oh, hello, sir. Crotch shot. Oh, faceplant. That was too bad. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it was Frostbite. Okay, cool. Yeah, as for people asking about going to World War II with Assassin's Creed, I've done videos on that. Some people like those videos, some people didn't like those videos. I don't know. They were back when I was doing like excerpts from the Talk Gaming podcast. It was much easier for me to do because I could basically just record the podcast, then cut out the interesting segments that people would probably click on. And so it wasn't as polished as I'd like it to be. And like I accidentally said JFK instead of FDR, and later in the video I correct myself, but people clicked away by then because they have low attention spans. And it's it's just one of those things. When you do any type of video, if there's one mistake, it can come back to bite you. This is also one thing I've said I want them to fix: the ragdoll physics. I get it, you have ragdolls. It's not as bad as it was in Unity and Syndicate, but this is disorienting. The leg, that's a little immersion breaking. I missed a comment. Mythbusters, that comment looked interesting. I can't scroll back up to see it without having technical issues. So if you could post it in the chat again, that'd be great. SkyX Files says, how do you feel about Middle Earth Shadow of War. I mean, I normally like a little mystery to my games, but they've honestly, I feel like I've almost already played the game with the amount of stuff that they've already unveiled. I'm worried they're going to totally kill any hype that could be there just by talking about it so much. Booyakasha! That was baller. Go ahead, shoot. I'm cool. Hi, buddies. Oh, I have to be on it. Okay.
Clear shot.
Hi, buddy. Booyakasha. There we go. Okay. Would you rather prefer, this is the Mythbusters comment, would you rather have Bloodborne 2 announced with a summer 2018 release, or have The Last of Us Part 2 have an extended gameplay demo with a September 2017 release date? Ooh, boy, that's actually a really good question. I'm already expecting The Last of Us Part 2 to be out in like late 2018 or early 2019. I'm not expecting that anytime soon. And so I don't think it would break my heart if I need to wait. I don't think. Look at them. They're like buddies. They're holding hands. Okay. So I don't think it would break my heart. So I'd say probably Bloodborne 2 or the equivalent. Oh, crap. I just shot the guy that was going to be hung. Or was that the executioner? I don't know. I didn't shoot the guy I was aiming for. I know that one. Wow, that guy is such a jerk. He didn't even hesitate. Okay, come at me. Booyakasha. But you see, it's elements like that where you're like, oh yeah, this is a last-gen game. Just those little pop-outs. How do I feel about the new combat system for, I'm assuming you're talking about Assassin's Creed? I'm actually kind of okay with it. Just because, dude, that's so baller. You're just standing there. You're apparently 4 people. Okay, yeah, okay, I killed the executioner. I meant to do that. What are you talking about? I meant to do that. I'm just so cool. I shot the executioner on purpose so he couldn't execute them while I was fighting the other guys. See, that was intentional. The new combat system in Assassin's Creed, apparently they're going for a much more hitbox-oriented combat system, so you actually have to take into consideration distances. I mean, that's... I would basically say that that's kind of expected nowadays. Maybe not for a lot of people, but I'm just sick of the free-flow combat system that you see in, like, the Arkham games and Shadow of War. They were fun initially, but the gimmick's over. At least for me, it's not as interesting.
It's an old legend, like El Dorado or the Fountain of Youth.
Okay, is this supposed to be a man?
It's meant to be a temple or a tomb, hiding a treasure of some kind.
That's it. See here.
Oh, rot. It's fairy stories you prefer to gold, is it?
It's worth more than gold, Thatch. 10,000 times above what we could pull off any Spanish ship.
Robbing the king to pay his porpoise is how we earn our keep here, lad. That ain't a fortune. It's a fantasy.
Alright. Yeah, I didn't shoot the rope. I shot the executioner, though, which is just as cool. Now, as for, let's see. Oh, yes, Boss, that video. Boss says, if you look at the video I sent you, they're explaining more about the combat. Yes, I did watch that video. And yes, so basically, it's just a very... They're focused on hitboxes. They're trying to add... Like, it's actually kind of creepy, because I made that video talking about what I wanted in Assassin's Creed. And when I talked about the combat, I said I wanted something... Come here. I said I wanted something that was much more... Oh, we're so close. Get back here. Yes, okay, good. We can teach our crew a new shanty now. But anyway, I said that I wanted a combat system that was not focused as much on parries. A combat system that also, in terms of leveling up, required more, I guess, committal play and more commitment, in that you have to choose if you're going to play as a brawler or as a stealth player, and you can't do this half and half and everyone's Superman. I wanted it to be either you are a stealth assassin or you are freaking Superman Jacob Fry kicking some mad butt. And that's exactly what they said in that video. They said, yeah, no, they're totally great. They're cool. So what we're doing is you gotta commit. You can kill technically one-shot people during assassinations, or you can go and, you know, try to be more of a brawler, and that's fine, but you'll have to commit to that leveling system if you choose to do that. Which is exactly what I wanted. That's what I've wanted from the very beginning. Now, it's easy to say that. Words are cheap. Talk is cheap. I need actual commitment. But hopefully we see that today.
Morning, Kenway.
Not a bad-looking tinderbox you got there.
You sound a bit green, Horny Gold. Is it envy? Is mine bigger than yours?
Giggity.
No, I reckon it's this Jamaican funk. I prefer the Spanish stuff. So, you've got yourself a fancy brig now. Fine. Well, I'm gonna teach you how to sail right. And how to take a prize the proper way.
Okay.
Thatch,
Another tutorial.
we'll catch you up at the old fishing village. Aye.
But let's see.
Where's your helmsman, Kenway?
I take pride in piloting my own ships, Ben. Keeps me alert.
Lots of boats and islands.
There's a
Unexpected.
prize worth taking.
Good. Take us in close. After you subdue a
See, moments like this are really pretty.
project authority.
The conference begins in about half an hour. If I'm wrong about that, somebody please tell me. Otherwise, we're missing the first half hour. It's gonna be bad. Oh wait! Somebody. No, did I lose him? No, there's like somebody stranded.
Unseen them from prick to stern.
I missed him. No, there he is. Come on. Come here, bro. What you got? There we go. We saved him. There we go. Let's just... Boom. Is that what they wanted? Let's see. Howler's Moon says, is it odd I got a commercial for Assassin's Creed Origins on the stream of Assassin's Creed 4 gameplay pre-show for the conference of the company that makes Assassin's Creed Origins? That's kind of awesome. Sing a shanty. Let's see, do you think maybe we are hitting a point in game development where a focus on gameplay will have to be the forefront of design versus a strive for graphic fidelity? That's a good question. I don't think we'll ever hit the point where that's the outright focus. I think people are just realizing... that a beautiful game isn't worth anything if it's not fun to play. You know, a lot of the time it comes down to novelty features, like the fact that we can display, like we can have amazing and very delicate subsurface scattering. It doesn't mean anything. I already boarded a ship earlier.
She's disabled now and taking on a decent amount of water. So keep your cannons quiet.
Come on.
Take care not to sink her. Oh, she's dead in the water.
Board. There we go. Anyway, yeah, I don't think we'll ever reach that point where that's the outright focus. Yeah, fight us. But I'm hoping that it at least becomes a trend. We just did it. Yeah. Didn't even need to board.
Que tengo un buen día, señor. I am Captain Hornigold, and this
What kind
is
of
my
awesome
crew.
streamer eats oatmeal on
We're
stream?
sailors like yourselves, but quite unalike in our purpose. For we intend to take all that you own. Yet no harm shall befall any man so long as he remains at ease. Is that clear?
No me mate, señor. Tengo familia. Se lo suplico.
Anyone speak English? English?
Little bit.
Tell your friends we're stealing your goods, and we won't hurt nobody if everyone stays as still as a sandbar. You got that?
Please to repeat.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Lock him in the hold, and take everything that isn't nailed down.
Yep, let's repair it.
Today, Kenway.
No one knows we needed to.
Stores of that size, and you'll be set for a year. Now let's sell this cargo and fix up your jackdaw with a few more trinkets.
Okay.
Sod it, yeah? I'm looking for a price that will set me up for life. Be king of the West Indies, then?
We came to Nassau to get away from the likes of kings.
Well,
One of the cool attention to detail things in this game is that all of the nouns are
Jason,
capitalized.
let that tree
That may
go.
seem weird, but
Nassaur's the
Old
place to
English
be.
in the 18th century,
you ever dream of the big
all of the nouns are capitalized.
a ship?
It was weird. Who was it? James Madison, I think it was, who said
Sure, but it's
Uh,
only a dream. Every
there's
man
no
hopes to find a
reason,
dozen chests of
or no, you
gold with
can't
no
write
owners.
if you can't,
They're as rare
you know,
as
find 2 or 3 ways to write a word or something like that. Spell a word. Like, there weren't many rules with regards to writing stuff. It was a means of communication. There weren't all these rules about verb tenses and everything. There was a way to properly speak, but it wasn't as posh as you could say it is now. Boom. There we go. Nailed it. Just let me use the cannon and we're good. We also didn't cover the PC show. Just because I tried to watch it and there really was nothing there. It was a little frustrating, but I don't know. I don't know what I expected. There just wasn't anything. Wasn't anything of interest. So right now there's nothing. Let's just get out of here. Good. Let's get out of here. Yeah, shoot the water. No, don't ram me. I don't have a battering ram. I guess we'll board you. My goodness. My goodness. Two shots and we're done. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I honestly, trust me, guys, I think Sony's gonna impress a lot of people. I think Microsoft is gonna have to really pull out. I don't know what else they can do at this point though, but you can expect pretty almost assuredly at this point price decreases on the hardware. You're gonna see more announcements of real exclusives, not timed exclusives or exclusives that nobody really cares about, but established franchises that people have been waiting for a long time. And I think they're gonna be good to go. God of War is the one of the first ones they're gonna show off. Stab it! Stab it! Did he sail into it? No, I don't know. I don't think he did. On the open seas. Ba ba da ba ba. Pre-show is live now, just meaning that they have the they just have the thing. like the pre-show talking going, the talking heads, or are they actually starting the conference? Play the pre-show? Okay. Let's jump on over. Let's jump on over. Let me pop to which I gotta switch to this one, and then we're gonna pop out of this. Like that. And then I know this is an ordeal. I'm just that put together. This is what I have. This is from IGN.
Welcome back to IGN Live.
Never mind. I don't mean to be a pooper, but some of these guys are just tough. They're tough. They're tough. But yeah, I mean, we can expect Red Dead maybe at Sony, I'd say. Well, not maybe at Sony. Red Dead's going to be at Sony. They're going to show off something. They're also going to show off, I mean, they're just, this is Far Cry. No, yes. This is Far Cry 5. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be an interesting game. But, I mean, people were asking me what I think of IGN, and somebody in the comments of the Bethesda video was like, just because somebody disagrees with you doesn't mean they're paid or that they're IGN or anything. Well, no, and I'm not saying that IGN actually gets checks, like actual checks from the developers, and then they give good coverage based on that. What I'm saying is that what will happen naturally is that IGN gets exclusive coverage because they have a huge audience. Lots of people watch them. And because of that, they want to keep that exclusive coverage very early on. That's why they have a large audience, is because they can actually get it out to a large audience. It's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's a circular thing where they have a large audience because they get exclusive stuff, and they have exclusive stuff because they have a big audience. If ever one of those falter, then the entire thing comes crumbling down. And the way that they keep that is by trying to maintain exclusives. And that's just one of the tough things, is that they can never be too critical or bash them too hard, because then there's no reason for it. That's why I honestly think that reviewer that did Prey for IGN on the PC didn't feel like he had to balance it out. He felt like he could honestly just say, no, I had a game-breaking glitch, so it's a 6 out of 10. Might have been a good game other than that, but it broke my game and I couldn't finish it. So sorry, 6 out of 10. Like, I think he wouldn't have done that if they had gotten that review copy a week beforehand. Because if it were anybody but Bethesda, Bethesda only sends out review codes the day before launch. So they don't feel like, oh yeah, if we don't get the review code because they're really mad at us, okay, we just wait a day and pay the guy to work overtime. There's no reason to do that. Deathstroke says, I'm fearful that Ubisoft is going to manipulate the controversy to sell their game. They better not. What people forget is, if you remember EA, way back when, this is a throwback. I want to hear if you guys know this. Dante's Inferno. One of my favorite games for the setting, not for the gameplay, but for the setting and the art direction. That was a great... It was a beautiful game, but it was controversial because, of course, you're going to hell. Like, you go and you fight demons in hell. You fight Cleopatra. You fight, like, just... It's pretty cool. It's a cool game. It's a cool game. Look it up. Appreciate the art. It's cool. But in terms of gameplay, it's not that great. But kind of a God of War ripoff, I suppose. But they did this, and the game, they were trying to promote it, and what EA did is they actually hired a bunch of fake protesters to go out with signs pretending to be like a fundamentalist Christian church and go out there and petition for the game to get canceled because it was too dark and it promoted evil and all of this. And they actually marched around with picket signs and everything. I wonder if I could actually find the description of the event. I believe it was actually even on Dante's Inferno Wikipedia page, if I remember right. Dante's Inferno game. Let's see. There was a marketing. Where is it? Commercials. Another secretly fake. Facebook. Prior to the protest began. Oh yeah, so here it is. Here it is. Let's go out of full screen with this. Let's drag this on. I want to show you this. Oh, I lost it there. Prior to Dante's Inferno's release in June of 2009, a protest began during E3 2009 in Los Angeles to oppose the game. Around 20 protesters claiming to be from a church in Ventura County held up signs that called the game sacrilegious and labeled it possibly insensitive to people's beliefs. Protesters even went as far as calling EA the Antichrist. This led to EA being accused by many people of staging the fiasco to use it as a marketing hoax. A few days later, it was officially confirmed by EA spokesperson Tammy Schachter, maybe, that they had hired people to protest the game and that there was no actual protest. However, in the aftermath of this revelation, several Christian bloggers protested this, calling it an anti-Christian stunt. Like, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's bad when you do that. But, yeah. Look at these reviews. 6 out of 10 from Edge, but 9 out of 10 from Destructoid. Not great from IGN. Yeah. Pretty self-explanatory. It just wasn't a very good game as a game, but as like an actual art style, that was actually, it was pretty cool. But yeah, so I mean, if anybody, it has happened before. People that pretend like these fake protests and things to stir up controversy to promote a game don't work or don't happen. They don't know what they're talking about. They do happen all the time. I honestly don't see a big issue with a lot of this stuff with Far Cry 5. I mean, Outlast, the original Outlast, did just the same, if not worse, with the whole extremist Christian, like, we're going to burn people on the cross, and then I'm going to burn myself on the cross. It's not an actual critique on mainstream Christianity. Just like when you go in a Resident Evil game to Africa and a bunch of people are turned to zombies and they just so happen, because they're in that part of the world, to be Muslims, but you're gunning them down because they're zombies now. That doesn't mean that you hate Muslims or that's what that is. It's just people have too much free time, I honestly think is what it is. Like they just gotta move on, do something else. Watch this guy talk. I suppose. I don't know. I'm glad that, what's his name? What's the dude's name that organizes E3 and the Game Awards? What's his name? I can't remember his name. He is a nightmare to watch perform and talk. Like, holy hell. He just kind of sits there and like, yeah, so, we lost one of the people that was very dear to us in the gaming community. This guy, whose name is blah, blah, blah. Here's a tribute. You're with us in our, hearts and minds. It's so bad. It's so bad. But because he runs the freaking thing, Jeff Keighley. Thank you, Jeff Keighley. Yes. So bad. Terrible presenter. Terrible presenter. They shouldn't let him on stage. But no, overall, like, it's so hard to tell with these E3 presentations. Like you see in this alpha gameplay of Origins, clearly this is specifically chosen for demonstration purposes. This is not probably going to be your average experience in the game. Or maybe they're choosing this because it is your average experience in the game and they want you to feel that this is a good taste of what you're going to be doing. Either which way, you don't know what to expect or what it actually means for your time with this particular product. So I don't know what to take from it. I don't know what you can take from it. What I do know is I want to see big cities in today's press conference. I want to see them not out in the middle of nowhere, around Giza or somewhere. I want to see him go to Thebes. I want to see him go to the temple of Amun-Ra and chill out, maybe deal with some. We saw Alexandria. They showed off Alexandria in the trailer. I want to see him running through Alexandria. That would be incredible. And I think they're saving that for today. I think they're saving that for today. Oh yeah, Deathstroke says, with regards to Jeff Keighley, isn't that the same guy who loves Kojima? Like the weird guy. Yeah, he's like weirdly in love with Hideo, or not Hideo. No, Hideo Kojima. That's what it is, yeah. I was thinking of Hidetaki Miyazaki, but Hideo Kojima. Yeah, he's like my dear friend, my bit close friend, my dear close friend, Hideo Kojima. Come here, bro. And then they do this awkward hug thing where he's like patting him on the butt. It's like, oh my gosh. It's like so bad. So bad. Oh. Eric Fredrickson says, hey, Lukey, would you want your channel to grow to like 1 million subs, or do you want a smaller community? Well, I don't know. Like, it's, of course, people are like, I always want to be bigger. I always want more exposure. I want to be bigger, badder, greater, better. But there are real advantages to having a small community. And even now, with the channel growing so quickly, we just passed 20,000 subs yesterday morning. I'm still having to like adjust to that because already the exposure is much higher. I'm having trouble replying to all of the questions I get even on the Discord. And it's great because I'm glad there's more people out and available now. But at the same time, it can be frustrating because I want to, each one of you guys, each one of those 20,000 subscribers are an actual person, somebody that liked what they saw on my channel enough to hit a subscribe button. That means the world to me. That's incredible. And it kind of makes me sad or frustrated a lot of the time that I can't do more to interact with you or give each person their time, which is why the Discord is so great and Twitter is so great, because you can contact me and I can directly respond to you and do that. But the day will come, I'm sure, when that gets even harder to deal with. But we're just gonna let it flow. You know, I'm not gonna force anything, but we're going to just let it go and let it grow naturally. And I can promise you I'm never going to take you guys for granted. And if you ever see me taking you for granted, I want you to call me out, no holds barred. Don't be afraid to rip me a new one, because there's no point in doing this if you guys aren't enjoying it, or if I'm so full of myself that I think that you're just numbers on a spreadsheet. What a perfect transition. The fractured but whole. We haven't seen anything from this. I honestly think the reason this got delayed, basically a year, is because they were going to have a big political commentary thing in it. But they expected Hillary to win. And then when Hillary didn't win, they were like, oh crap, okay, well, we'll delay it. Or maybe once they got closer to the election. I'm not sure on what date they actually went and delayed it, but my guess is that they had to change a fair amount of stuff. Or maybe they took Mr. Garrison out and had to add more stuff. I don't know. Whatever it is, maybe they'll explain it today. I'm kind of excited. Let's see. Somebody was asking, the Game Warfare Project says, when is the Blood and Wine review coming, Lukey? That's going to take a little while. Just because it's a longer expansion, I'm probably not going to play through it twice. And it's going to be more of an actual, like, probably more gameplay oriented. So it'll be shorter. I won't go through every single scene and transition. I'm actually going to just try to focus on like the gameplay, the mechanics that changed, and I'd probably try to keep it like 30 minutes tops, and try with that, especially as we get closer to the fall, when I'm going to be a junior at Colorado State University. I actually have my packet. My packets are here from orientation. You know, RAM orientation. I got that. Oh, that's kind of cool. It actually kind of that's cool. Anyway, so I'm going to be going, like, studying business administration with a focus on finance at a university, and it's going to be tough to manage that with these like hour-and-a-half long videos, getting those out consistently. So I want to get a feeling for like 20-30 minute videos, and then put out those hour-and-a-half long ones when I can, as like a big project that's a much bigger deal. But we'll get a feeling for it. We'll try to adjust much more as we get closer to that. But yeah, I saw a comment I wanted to respond to. We have about 5 or so minutes until the new until the Ubisoft conference. Mercia, something like that. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Says, well, I really like your content. I found you when I searched some serious AC content, and boom, you showed up. Thumbs up, nice vids. Thank you. I'm glad. This has been a kind of a balancing act and a dancing, kind of a dance to try to figure out where the channel is going or what I want it to be. Because obviously there's a lot of people that like the more serious, longer critique stuff. That seems to be a growing demographic of people. But it's at the same time, I think it's also because people are just sick of the 5 to 10 minute poorly made, lazily thrown together videos that so many YouTubers are making. Like, who cares if you're making daily content if they're 5-minute crap videos? No one. Like, they're going to skip over it because it's not well made and it's boring. And so I'm trying to figure out where we fit. Obviously, that's a growing demographic, so that's good to do. The podcast is good. But I also want to appeal to a broader audience, maybe not even necessarily specifically gamers of one genre or anything. I never want to be bound to the point where I feel like I have to only cover Dark Souls or only cover Bloodborne or only cover Assassin's Creed or only cover The Witcher 3. I want to be able to talk about what I want to talk about, and people can listen and do that. And that's a difficult thing to balance and a hard thing to build up. That's a tough audience to breed, but so far it's working. You guys are wonderful, and we have great, we have a great time. We have a great time. Let's see. Ethan Cahill says, really good vids. Been watching DVR'd streams for a while. Glad I can watch the real deal. Keep up the great content. Well, we're glad to have you here, Ethan. We're going to be doing, like when we do gameplay, when we play games, we played some Black Flag today, of course, but we're going to be doing that, and we're going to transition those to Twitch. So if you're not following me on Twitch, make sure you do that. Lukey Poo TV over on Twitch. And we're going to have just like a typical Twitch stream. We're going to try to build that up. Right now, there's, I think, only 90-something people are over there, just because I never have gotten on there. But we're going to really try to focus on promoting it and building it up. And we're going to play lots of games there. As I'm working on like a critique or another video while I'm playing the game, we're going to stream it, and then I can talk to you about it. So if something stands out to me, I'm going to be like, hey, what is this? Am I missing something? Or like, how do I make this potion? Then you guys can chat, and it's an interactive thing. So you can actually literally watch me creating the videos and forming my opinions on them. And you can have an impact and influence my opinions on the games. So it's like this big web of the community coming together with me, and then I try to translate all of our views and opinions into one coherent video at the end of it that we can share. That's the goal. That's the goal. Let's see. Mr. This is an alt. This is an alt. Mr. This is an alt says, I like the honesty that Lukey Poo has in his hour-long videos. Don't know you, but I think I found his channel after watching the Rubin Report. Really? The Rubin Report. Yeah, no, I've seen some of his stuff. He had some interesting people on. I don't watch him regularly, but that's kind of cool. I hope to eventually be able to go and do like more presser stuff. I've always liked the idea of being like interviewed from some like magazine or channel, or being on a podcast with somebody that I disagree with and being able to get my opinions out there. That's why I've dabbled in the idea of having Mr. Matty on my show or going on Mr. Matty's show. I don't think he'd have me. I don't think he'd want to come on, but it would be great. I think it would be good for both of our audiences to get a differing opinion. Luckily, he's come around a bit more closer to where I am. I'm much less forgiving with Bethesda's crap than he is, but he's got a passion for it, and that's good. I praise him for that. But we'll just, I think it could be cool. I think it could be cool. I've dabbled with the idea of doing a more conversational podcast in addition to talk gaming. I don't know what we'd call it, but having it maybe go on the vlog channel or something, what is currently the vlog channel, and have more discussion, just chatting type things, almost like a Joe Rogan podcast, which I've always thought was really natural and easy to listen to. Marcia says, or Murkia, I feel bad. I can't pronounce your name. I'm terrible. Says, Lukey, you're one of the best guys who do talk shows about gaming. You should keep doing that 1 hour show. Don't worry. Don't worry. We will. We're not going to let this slide. The long rumored pirate game. Oh, look at this. We were just playing this. That's great. Anyway, but yeah, no, we're not going to let that slide. We're definitely going to keep doing that. People have a good fun or a good time with that. So you can bet your bottom dollar that we're going to keep doing that. Yep, 2 minutes till they start. 2 minutes. Maybe they're having, maybe they will have a dedicated pirate game. I mean, apparently it's been rumored for a while that there was going to be a pirate game that's dedicated from Ubisoft, but it's never happened, and it's not clear if those rumors were mixed in with like the Black Flag stuff, and then it turned out that it was actually just Black Flag. But it's very well possible that the systems they developed for Black Flag could be evolved and put into a dedicated game, which isn't necessarily an Assassin's Creed game, but more of a, you know, you're a pirate, but not the sort of Sea of Thieves that we're getting from Microsoft, which is a much more cartoony, co-op based game. That could be cool. That could be cool. Dijmd says, why not switch to Ubisoft's Twitch? Well, we could. For whatever reason, Twitch chats tend to drag down. Like when I'm trying to stream those types of things, they tend to drag it down a little. I'm not sure why. There's probably some technical reason or something I've turned off, but we'll just have to see. Yeah, Neat Sarah says almost 200 viewers. E3 brought you a lot of viewers. I'm glad you're all here. That's crazy. That's the most we've ever had on here. Welcome to you, one and all. I'm glad to have you here. We're just about a minute away. We should be. We're live, right? Yeah, we're live. E3 pre-show, Ubisoft conference, 1 p.m. Pacific. Yeah, should be about a minute. But yeah, no, that's great that we have so many people in here. I'm really happy about that. Krant says, do you think we'll see the open world Star Wars game from Ubisoft? I don't think so. If we were going to see it, we would have seen it in EA's conference. There's Yves Levine, or whoever it is, the CEO.
And stick around afterwards, because we will be back with our reactions as soon as the show ends. See you soon.
Okay. The new turd logo. So many people send that to me. Oh, it ended. Watch as the stream gets taken down now because of that. Hey, Jacob Drums, glad to have you here. I don't know what's happening. This is Ubisoft's stream. This isn't Nintendo. Are they announcing a partnership with Nintendo?
Hello, everyone, and thank you. We've always wondered what could happen if our crazy rabbits were unleashed upon the world of Mario. Today, the dream is reality. And to talk about this unexpected encounter, it is my great honor to welcome a very special guest, someone I truly admire. Please.
Oh. Not a bad guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miyamoto-san.
Well, I'm glad to see a large publisher pairing with Nintendo, because this could be a very good sign. This needs to happen. Like, if I can play these games on my Switch, that's what they need.
Thank you for coming. You're so happy
Mario
to have
Rabbids
you today.
Kingdom Battle. It's its own game.
So what have you brought with you?
Well,
What did you bring?
this is a life-size replica of one of the weapons from this game.
Wow. Cool, I'm sure you love it.
I brought one for you.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Wow.
Why is he so cute?
So,
They're both adorable.
take a picture.
David-san, he can help our conversation. これほら、ね、ゴーストリーコンのとちょっと違うでしょ?
These are a little bit different from the weapons you see in Ghost Recon.
可愛いでしょ?
Yeah, very different weapons
they're
for
cute.
very different worlds. This one is, I think, very effective in the world of Mario and Rabbids. So, should do well.
Awkward silence.
I'm so proud of Ubisoft's long-standing collaboration with Nintendo. You know, from the DS to the Wii, and more recently for the impressive launch of the Switch. You know, it has always been, we have always been inspired by Nintendo and by all the great work you have been able to do.
そうですね、本当にいつも UBI さんにはね、協力いただいてありがとうございます。
Yes, thank you very much for all the work that we've been able to do together over the years with Ubisoft.
もうほら、出会ってから25年ぐらい経つんですよね。
I mean, Eves, it's already been about 25 years since you and I first met.
で、E3 とかに来るたんびに UBI さんのブースを僕は
Get a
訪問
room.
してでビデオで撮ってもらって、社内のビデオに登場したりしてましたね。
It's time for
And every year
oatmeal.
at E3, you're kind enough to invite me to your booth, and we get to take lots of pictures and videos, and I've even recorded messages for Ubisoft employees in the past.
でそのたんびにね、なんか UBI の開発の皆さんのすごい任天堂ゲーム愛みたいなものを感じてきました。
And so over the years, I've always felt the deep, heartfelt passion that Ubisoft developers have for Nintendo and its characters.
でそれは一方でね、僕は同じ開発者としてライバルですから、こう戦う姿勢で頑張ってきたんですけど。
But on the other hand, because we're both software developers, we've also looked at each other as kind of rivals and tried to see who could make the best software.
けどまあイブさんからラビッツの人形をもらったりいろいろして、僕の席の前にもラビッツがいっぱいあるんですけども、そういうラビッツのヒューモアはすごく理解してました。
But of course, I've known the Rabbids characters for many years, and I have many Rabbids figures decorating my desk. And so I've always been a fan of the characters and their
How
humor.
big must Miyamoto's desk be? Like, he seems like somebody who likes trinkets. It must be just covered.
So since
All
this
sorts of
project
little
first started,
action
I've been very
figures, not
excited
dolls,
to see what
action
kind of humor
figures.
the
He seems like
Rabbids
somebody
could
who
bring
likes
to the
those
Mario world.
types of things.
でただダビデさんに会った時にね、ダビデさんに一つだけお願いしたんです。
Let's hope they're starting
So
low
I
to
met,
build up.
Davide-san, who is the creative director of this game. Yes.
He's uncomfortable.
When I met Davide-san, I had just one condition for this project.
Looks like he's about to cry.
ジャンプするゲームとかそういうプラットフォームゲームじゃなくて、
You see that?
マリ
He
オ
was
で
like
今まで
tearing
作っ
up.
たことのないジャンルのゲームを作ってほしいとお願いしました。
I said, whatever you do, don't try to make a jump game or a Mario platformer. Try to make a Mario game that has never been made before.
よかった
Okay.
ですね。
Do you have any
That's great.
footage?
And I can tell you it was an exciting, very exciting challenge for all our teams. And I think we have done something you will love. So, thank you very much for giving us the chance to perform on this game.
はい、本当にこうヨーロッパで作るとこんなものができるのかとかね。それからUBI さんやっぱりアクションゲームをちゃんと作ってる会社なんで、こう単性のストラテジーゲームというもののちゃんとこうテンポのいいゲームが出来上がりました。
And so, of course, because the game is being made in Europe, it has a very unique flavor to it. And of course, Ubisoft is very good at making action games, but this game in particular has a great layer of strategy and tactics to it, but with a very good pace.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fresh, actually. So now let's welcome Xavier, the producer of the game, and he will show us the game.
Okay,
so
good.
Thanks again.
That's all I wanted.
Thanks again.
That's all I wanted. It's like they were trying not to do the quick, just trailer that other studios have been doing today, or E3.
Finally, we can talk about this project. So we've been working on this game for more than 3 years now, and to be at E3 today, on this stage, is just super exciting. So, what is this game exactly? So Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a tactical adventure exclusive for the Nintendo Switch, and let's check right away some gameplay.
Good, they have an exclusive, good, finally. I like their outfits, I'll give them that. They're kind of adorable.
So the rabbits have been teleported into the Mushroom Kingdom, and it made the world completely unstable and chaotic. So Mario, as a true hero, wants to save the day. But this time, with some new friends. And at first, they don't really know each other, but in the end, they will form this dream team that will potentially save the Mushroom Kingdom.
Gameplay
and as the
looks...
game is a turn-based tactical adventure game, combat is a really big part of the concept. So you'll fight wave after wave of rabbit that somehow turn bad, and what we see here is just the very beginning of the game, so it will be perfect to talk about the combat basics. So the two flags you see on the screen here is to tell you this is a battlefield zone. So you'll switch from exploration mode to battle mode. The blue zone is your zone of movement, so you move anywhere you want in that zone. But you can also use battlefield ingredients, such as covers, for protection. So
it's
using
turn-based.
half cover or full cover. And we also have what we call team jump. So by jumping on your teammates, you can expand your zone of movement. So here, Rabbid Peach, using Mario, she's able to flank the enemy. So you can also attack the enemy behind that cover and expose them by destroying that cover, which is really interesting in terms of strategy because for the next turns, you'll be open for attacks. And last but not least, techniques. So from defensive ones, like Rabbid Peach shield boost, or offensive ones, like Mario's Hero Sight. He's able to attack the enemy even if it's not his turn, as soon as the enemy moves. So
at least it's a new game. Like that's more than Bethesda could say. Like, there's at least something new
techniques
for the
Switch.
Switch.
We also have other ingredients such as pipes, rabbit pipes. So those give you a good move to flank the enemy. So here, for example, Rabbit Luigi goes into the pipe, out of the pipe, dash the enemy, goes for Mario, team jump, land behind the enemy in one single movement sequence, and then finish off the enemy. And what do we see here is actually explosive cover. So those have many type of super effects, and this one was a push effect.
So that was
you
the
can push
intro.
Heroes or enemies out of
But I'm
the,
sure it gets more
boundaries.
complicated
so
after
again,
that.
This is just a glimpse into the basics of the game, and as you progress into the game, you have more tactic tools. You'll be able to do more combo setups. You'll be able to use different type of heroes, different type of weapons, in order to battle your way through the kingdom.
It is a little weird they didn't have the game director do this, but based on the fact that he was almost crying just from the camera on him, my guess is he's not the best presenter, so they probably didn't want to make him do that, but producers welcome. You know what, it's something that will occupy people's time after Zelda. That's all they needed.
Thank you. And that's just a glimpse into the game itself. But first and foremost, this is a project done with passion, with our hearts. So it would not exist otherwise. So we just can't wait for you guys to try the game at E3 this week. For those who are not at E3, you'll see online coverage, videos, and surprises. So have a great conference.
Just as good.
Have a great E3. Thank you.
They are very Minion-esque. Klaus Peterson says, why was he crying? I don't know. He was like tearing up though. You can, this should be DVR, so I think you can rewind it and see, but he was like, I don't know, just the camera on him. Like, you know, some people get really shaky and almost teary-eyed when a lot of eyes are on them at once, or when they're super nervous about something, like a flight or fight response. I think that's what it was. I don't blame him. He just probably has extreme stage fright. It's a real thing. This is not music I would have expected at a Nintendo conference. Or a Nintendo game. I don't know. It's quirky. I'm sure it's one of those games you gotta try before you really get it, but... Yeah, Deathstroke says at least they're not showing 6-year-old games. August 29th. At this point, the Switch just needs games. Who was the girl last year? Aisha Taylor? I'm so glad she's not here this time around. Here's Assassin's Creed. Here we go. Oh, I'm seeing stuttering too, don't worry.
I'm Ashraf Ismail, game director for Assassin's Creed Origins. I've waited a long time to say that. Almost 10 years ago, I, as many of you, fell in love with a game. That game took us to the Third Crusade. And we fell in love again when it took us to the Italian Renaissance. Over the years, this amazing series has taken us to the American Revolution, the French Revolution, Victorian London, and of course, to the Republic of Pirates. For the 10-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed,
that was weird.
For our fans, for ourselves, and for all newcomers, we wanted to go back. very far back to show how it all began. Since Black Flag, over the last 3.5 years, we have poured our energy, our talent, our passion into bringing the land of pyramids, pharaohs, and mummies to life, to bring ancient Egypt to life.
Good presenter.
Now, Egypt challenged us. It fundamentally challenged us to reinvent what it means to be Assassin's Creed. And over the next few days, you will see, play, and feel this reinvented experience. I am deeply honored and proud to be here representing the amazing work of a phenomenal team, and thrilled to finally be able to show you this beast we have been building. Without further ado, here is a taste of Egypt.
Give me, Daddy's hungry. He needs food. Bring it on. In game. I take back what I said about the graphics.
Thank you.
Pretty beautiful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. As an extra treat, let's check in with home base, where we're going to get a glimpse of what you'll see right after the UB conference.
Hey there, folks. Chris Waters here at the home base with Hanny Duong and Carl Lua, producer on Assassin's Creed Origins at Ubisoft Singapore. Carl's here to give us a look at the gameplay of the game. We're going to be entering the open world. We've got a ton more to show you, but Carl, kick it off. Give us a little taste here.
Yes, so here we are in the open world of Egypt. This is the demo that we will be showing on the show floor here at E3. Björk is riding into the Fayum, one of the regions in Egypt, the most southernmost region. It's a beautiful area. We see we've come in from the desert, moving towards this Lake Moris. And let's have a little exploration around here using our Eagle scenery.
Are they going to show us the
actual...
actual...
It's sunny on the lake, and it's sunny on the monitor here, but folks, this looks really good. It's running on an Xbox One X, and we'll be giving you the gameplay feed after the show. We've got 30 minutes of that coming up, but let's see if we can see from a bird's eye view what Senu is up to.
Yeah, so Senu is looking into this military camp and tagging a few enemies here.
This is weird. This is weird, right?
Show, we will infiltrate this camp.
I'm just saying this is weird.
It out either through stealth.
They're not showing us the actual footage. They're showing a secondhand capture off of a monitor.
Be sure to tune in right after the conference. Chris and I and Carl here will be right here. Ash will be joining us as well. You won't want to miss it.
That 30 minutes live gameplay feed is coming up after the show, but for now, it's back to the stage and on with the excitement.
That's it for now.
That was a little weird.
Thank you. So don't forget that you can watch this demo in its entirety after the conference, live stream from our home base. And for those of you here at E3, please come to the Ubisoft booth where you can live this new experience of Assassin's Creed. Thank you very much.
Okay. That was a little weird. So they'll show it afterwards. I don't understand why they didn't just show it then. I guess they were just trying to show that it was actually running live and not pre-recorded, but still. little weird. Guy could have had a controller on stage. Ivory Tower presents.
Here's your chance.
The crew.
Driver with a promising career dominate off-road racing on his way to the top.
I mean, we'll watch the gameplay thing. I mean, it's half an hour, so I'm sure there will be something to talk about in that. And it'll be impressive, but it's weird that they didn't actually show it. I don't think it's just me. Like, that was weird. That was a strange thing to do. Isn't it weird to think one day we'll have games that look this good? It will happen. Like, mathematically, it has to happen.
Oh, and there's a wreck! The cars are piling up! Our champion swerves around it brilliantly. Now that's the skill that wins no matter what the engine, no matter what the track.
Look at all this time they're devoting to the crew, but they wouldn't give this much time to Assassin's Creed? He's just weird. I don't know what to make of it. Like, it was just weird. I'm sure they have their reasons. Maybe they got paid by Microsoft to do it afterwards, but just spend a lot more time talking about how beautiful it looks on the Scorpio X. Or maybe they're having technical issues. That's also possible. For all we know, they might have a capture card issue or something. I mean, you're talking about trying to stream 4K at 60 hertz. There's a lot of room for error in that streaming.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 2 years back, the crew took the driving genre out there to the big, wide, open world of the USA. Thanks to our players, we have taken this iconic vision to the next level. They showed us what they liked and what they wanted to see in the futures. Now, it's time to take it way beyond driving. I am Stefon Belay, Creative Director. This is The Crew 2.
By the way, I'm seeing 257 live viewers. Thank you, guys. You're all wonderful.
Thank you. Here in the US, motorsports are louder, bigger, edgier than anywhere else in the world. Drivers and fans meet across the country and celebrate a common passion for all things motorized.
It is hard
Now,
to tell. Sometimes, like,
to join in. Ladies and
really,
gentlemen,
really French people, you
welcome
can't tell
to
if they're
the
high
Crew
or if they're
2,
just so sophisticated that they're talking
of
very slow.
motivation.
And they don't need to talk too quickly because they're so sophisticated and so romantic. It's a compliment. I'm calling you guys romantic, so if you're French, don't get offended. I'm calling you guys awesome. Just sometimes you're so awesome, it spills over into high. So, it happens. Okay, this looks like actual game footage. Instead of that cinematic. Yeah, Rangman says, by the way, did you see Lukey Poo? Ubisoft stole your logo of the poo. Yes, I'm filing a class action lawsuit. This is a weird... I mean...
In the heart of the city, street racers...
Like, this just shows their priorities. Their priorities is the crew. But it could also just mean that E3 is when they're trying to like promote. This is their marketing time, and they don't feel like they're gonna have to promote Assassin's Creed that much for it to sell well, or maybe they're waiting till closer to release to really promote it, so they're just not bothering. Whereas the crew, the original crew, had some real sales trouble based on their projections. So maybe they're just saying, well, we'll give it extra time to try to show it off more and more and show that we've changed it. But it's a little weird. It's a little weird. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to make of it. Jacob Drums 93 says, your quick thoughts on the plot/setting of Far Cry 5. It's interesting. It's interesting. Reminds me a lot of Waco. But we'll just see how they manage it. That's also an interesting thing. They're saving Far Cry for last, it looks like. Or their new IP, if it's that incredible. But it's weird that they had Microsoft announce one of their biggest projects of the year, and then they barely talk about it. It's just, I don't know what to make of it. It's strange. It's a weirdly paced conference. Again, just another example. Sony doesn't even have to do much to blow all of this out of the water. No pun intended. My goodness. My goodness. I'm sure Sony's executives are like, are you kidding me? Like, what? Okay. Like, for real. I just don't understand. Again, I'm sure they have their reasons. I don't want to pretend. I'm like a young, slightly bearded YouTuber who talks about video games in his bedroom. Like, that's what I am. So I don't want to pretend like I know better than these people that have marketing degrees and are being paid millions of dollars to organize these conferences. But as the consumer, at the very least, I don't understand this. I don't understand it. But again, I'm sure they have their reasons.
Thank you. All across the country, high-octane contests await you. Take the lead on modernation. You've had a glimpse of the Crew 2. Register now for beta access or play the demo at the booth. Experience TC2 for yourself. Enjoy the ride. Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Enjoy the ride. Thank you. That was friggin' creepy. Yes, I'm 19 right now. I actually turned 20 on Saturday. Or so they tell me. I'm a baby. Yes.
We all started as one team. We all wanted to be superheroes for the same reason. You're a traitor, Tweak, and now you're with a group of super traitors. This was started by you. We aren't the ones who walked out of the fucking franchise, Mysterion. Why would the Freedom Pals help us? We send a spy, someone in our group who pretends to want to switch sides and join Freedom Pals.
Lip sync
somebody who they don't know very well. All is fair in love and war, Freedom Pussies. You fucking animal.
You've got problems, new kid. Whatever you did last night got a lot of people's attention. Bad people. If you need information, just know you can rely on Call Girl.
Who the fuck is that? So I guess now any fucking asshole thinks they can be a superhero. We're gonna rip you apart. Dude, Mysterion is pissed at you, new kid. Toolshed.
Toolshed is a catchy tier class visionary archetype.
And a butt-fucking traitor.
Eric, you must listen to me.
Get out of my head, Timmy.
Your franchise is going nowhere. Face the truth, Eric. You guys are kind of douchebags.
He just called us douchebags in my mind.
He did?
He just called me douchebag.
Fractured, but whole.
In my mind.
Available October 17th.
Oh, that's great. Peep Show. What day of the week is October? Did it wait, what was the date? Did it say 17th or? Are they gonna do another Watch Dogs? Because that's kind of like what that looks like.
There was this sort of synergy of, well, we're looking to do something interesting in VR, and we've got this division, and you're looking to sort of bring, you know, what sense you have of storytelling within, and put that into the context of VR.
You can, for the first time as a player, feel like you are in a movie.
That's a really good word for it. We want you to take off the gear and still feel unsettled.
Whilst working with Ubisoft, we stumbled across some fascinating research that had begun in the late 90s. Essentially, neuroscientists had figured out a way to upload brain data, trauma, emotions, memories, to the digital space. Now, we've gone and taken the next logical step, and with Ubisoft, we've recreated in virtual reality one such test subject.
This is trippy.
So we'd like you to come and
Also, apparently, the place where I'm living, Fort Collins, is currently in a tornado watch.
Again.
Well, there you go. Hopefully it doesn't take out the power for Sony's conference tonight. That would suck. I mean, also, I hope I don't die, but...
What you're experiencing is a recorded consciousness. It's not unlike watching a movie, so no matter how real it may seem, it can't hurt you. You are completely safe. You are completely safe.
I mean, I get they can't show much without spoiling it, but that's... Keep an eye on it. But if that was the new IP, then that's a little disappointing.
And now, I'm happy to share a new surprise with you. Building on the legacy of one of our most popular worlds, the super talented teams of Ubisoft Singapore came up with something really, really unique. So I want you to see that and enjoy. Thank you.
Men from all over the world sail the treacherous trade routes of the Indian Ocean.
It's the pirate game.
The riches in their holds fuel their dreams of power and fortune, while whetting the appetites of those they fear most. Pirates.
I'm gonna close the window real quick. There's a lot of thunder. Keep watching.
After 70 years, that what he goes there for is to unlock the door. No, we're never gonna survive. High and black.
6 knots, sir! 6 knots! Too damn slow!
I want to see like a Kraken. See, like I said, it looks like they took Black Flag and then just made that its own game. mean, it technically was its own game, but you get what I'm saying. They took the pirate parts, stripped the assassin stuff. It's gorgeous. But I kind of want to see gameplay. Call it Skull and Bones. Not bad. I want to see the game though.
120 days. That's how long the average pirate survived a lawless life on the seas during the golden age of piracy. I'm Justin Farron, the creative director for Skull and Bones, and this is your chance to not just survive, but to climb the food chain and surpass the legend of every pirate who ever sailed the high seas. Since bringing innovative naval combat to Assassin's Creed, we at Ubisoft Singapore have set out to bring you the ultimate pirate experience. A tactical action game where we take that naval combat to the next level, mastering the ocean and its winds at the helm of ships armed to the teeth. Skull and Bones takes place in a shared systemic world where you can sail solo or form a gang of pirates with your friends, and together terrorize the trade routes of the Indian Ocean. Season after season, you'll collaborate and compete with other bloodthirsty players, even execute ruthless betrayals in order to become the ultimate pirate kingpin. Now I'm proud to share with you the Loot Hunt, one of Skull and Bones' 5 versus 5 team-based PvP modes.
Okay.
Right on, right?
5v5?
We've just received intel that merchant convoys rich with treasure are sailing just off the coast of Madagascar. But beware, there are other pirates also looking to plunder the PvP disputed waters of the Indian Ocean.
At least they're showing it to us.
The Priscilla Shallows of Madagascar. Located on the cusp of a bustling trade route, it is the perfect place for an ambush. Here is our gang of pirates, the Raiders, going head-to-head with a gang of rival players, the Cutthroats. Victory goes to the team with the most loot at the end of the hunt.
Are we ready for a hunt?
Knowing how to sail
looks
with the
just
wind
like
is a
Black
pirate's
Flag.
most precious skill. Use the winds to increase your speed or to position yourself
Like, hilariously
for tactical
so.
advantage in battle. To reap the most rewards, it is best to split up, some going inland, others keeping to the open sea. Each warship has unique strengths. The frigate's hull is reinforced, its arsenal equipped with numerous culverin cannons. The brigantine is devastating up close, with a battering ram designed to break any resistance. The sloop of war kills from afar, with its crippling long-ranged mortars and precise long 9 cannons.
Sail! Flying hostile colors! All sail! Ride the wind! All hands on deck! Position fixed! Open fire!
Dedicated servers?
Nothing will save you now!
Yeah, a new intellectual property implies that it's a
Don't
new
let bloodlust
intellectual
cloud your
idea.
purpose. You're here for the loot, and
This
so are
is
your rivals.
exact like this. If you showed this to me and didn't tell me it was a new game, I would think that you just modded the crap out of Black Flag. That's what it looks like. That guy needs sunscreen, also.
Searching for more targets on the horizon, our sloop of war spots a rival pirate ship further inland.
Look, even the arc thing is the exact same. Mythbuster says, the question is, will there be jars of dirt?
To save the day, bearing the brunt of the damage.
Another day, another victim! Speed, Mr. Mercy! Vamos con todo!
Our gang of pirates is now taking aim at the frigate, and it will take team coordination to take her down.
They are killing! We can take their ship!
With the enemy ship's broadside now
It's kind of hilarious
our frigate rushes
how
into
identical
water.
this looks. And it's going to be a multiplayer focused game, or entirely multiplayer? Is this what Ubisoft is doing now, where every year they're just going to release a new, like, single multiplayer game that's going to be fun for about 3 weeks and then collapse? You see, what made Black Flag was that you were so great is that you were exploring, but you were also, well, you were a pirate, but you were also being a pirate, and you're doing all this so that you could explore new places. This is completely missing, as far as I can tell so far. Our frame drop's great. As far as I can tell, it's missing that exploration part. You're just fighting for the sake of fighting.
That the only option is escape. The brigantine is sacrificing herself to buy time for the frigate, who carries the most loot. The frigate now needs to make its escape through the reefs.
Captain, that's back for the reefs!
Successful pirates know when to run, with their hulls full and the wind at their backs.
I mean, there's not much to say. Just combat from Black Flag.
Thank you all very much. I'd like to invite you to play the loot hunt at the Ubisoft booth at E3. And please register for our live phases online. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention. The world of Skull and Bones is one that evolves. When you act, it reacts.
Goodbye.
That if I did not kiss the girls, my lips would grow a moldy. Way, ho, away, we'll haul away.
We're gonna get the Kraken. Yep. Oh, there's the Kraken. Let's just hope they have some, like, single-player stuff they haven't talked about yet. Oh no. What are you guys up to? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Oh.
But I still wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with somebody. It could be anybody.
I don't know who this is. Who
Tell
is
me
this?
how you got somebody. Don't matter who you are, just love me the way I just wanna dance with somebody. I just wanna dance with somebody.
Well, she's wearing mom jeans, so that probably means she's rich.
With somebody. Hey! Hey everyone, I'm BB Rexa, and Just Dance 2018 is out this October on all
BB Rexa?
consoles. Bye!
I've never heard of you before. I guess I have to talk about it.
You use it as a telephone. You use it as a camera. It's your music player, your flashlight, calculator, and GPS navigation device. But now, finally, the most high-tech company in the world has unlocked the mobile phone's true potential so that it can do what it was truly meant to do.
We are playing Cowboys and Indians.
No way.
Hey, new kid, we need you to come play with us. Put on some cowboy shit and meet us outside. And bring your phone. Whoa, we're playing Cowboys and Indians, dickhole. Inuits are technically Native Americans. This new kid puts me to shame.
Hitman. Choir boys in a pentagram.
Rip these guys a new asshole, new kid.
Phone destroyer!
So maybe that's what they were working on. I thought I recognized the voice. I was like, yep. Oh, wow. So they just took the combat from Stick of Truth and made it a mobile game.
Atlas, jewel of the Pleiades. Nova took us to the stars.
This looks like
each new world
No
more
Man's Sky
incredible
2.0.
than the last. We had no idea what was waiting for us. The Legion. It consumes everything in its path. They've never used Starlink before. Go show them what it can do.
Another game for the Switch.
Come on. I got it.
Chase, how's it going?
Breaking atmosphere. even the odds.
I mean, I've never liked these gimmicky things. Like, if I need to carry around a satchel full of toys to play a video game, I don't like that.
They are resisting ice barrage.
That's why I play video games, so I don't have to do that.
We're up against impossible odds, but together we will adapt and overcome.
It sounds like people like it. I don't know. Like, seriously, all these games are giving more time than Assassin's Creed.
I'm Matt Rose, producer at Ubisoft Toronto. Like many of you, I grew up in the 80s, obsessed with sci-fi, animation, comics,
and Canadian
and
things,
of course,
guy.
all the really cool toys. At Ubisoft Toronto, we built a team with a dream of bringing those amazing childhood memories back to life for a new generation. Starlink Battle for Atlas allows you to take control of a team of star pilots in a massive, open, living star system, fighting to save Atlas from the Forgotten Legion. Build your custom starship, and then adapt to new challenges on the fly. Link extra armor and heavy weapons to take on a huge Legion Prime. Search for ancient secrets lost on the worlds of Atlas, or outrun outlaws through an asteroid field. Freedom is at the core of Starlink Battle for Atlas. Collect
how are you
your
supposed to
way
play in handheld
with both
mode?
physical Starship collectibles and digital
supposed to
versions
throw
available.
it on the screen?
And even
Like what?
take your game on the go using the power of Nintendo Switch.
So you don't need 3 pounds of plastic.
Visit starlinkgame.com for more information, and stay tuned for many more surprises over the coming months. Thank you.
I mean, I'm glad to see people making games for the Switch. I just wish they were good.
Hi, I'm Rebecca
Sleep.
Coutaz. I'm the studio director at Ubisoft Annecy. It's a pleasure for me to be back on stage after our announcement at E3 last year.
I need
And
some
we
more
have had
goldfish
since
for
then
this.
a full year of support and continuous development of Steep. Since the very beginning of this project, we have been working with athletes, and we have always been impressed by their passion and dedication. We learned how one champion spent 300 days a year on a trampoline to practice for that perfect landing. We learned how others make more than 6 million turns to practice for the 15 they have to race in competition. These athletes, they travel to the world to train with the best, to compete with the strongest, and to challenge themselves with the most experienced and skilled coaches. It's truly a level of passion and dedication that goes well beyond our everyday lives. And when you talk to the very best of these men and women, you realize that there is something they always have in back of their minds at all times. It's a dream that takes years of preparation for just one go at that unforgettable moment. This December, with our first Steep expansion, this is a journey you will take. Enjoy.
You're not giving up on it.
As a child, you would wait and watch from far away. But you always knew that you'd be the one to work while they all play. You'd lay awake and scheme of all the things that you would change, but it was just a dream.
It's the same game. Oh my goodness. I guess they're adding skiing. Is that? I guess that's what they're doing. Here, finally. Okay. Thanks. Wait an hour. I want more creepy stuff from the bad guy. Voss sold me on the third game. See if this guy can sell me on this one.
Hi, my name is Dan Hay, and I'm the executive producer of Far Cry the brand, as well as the creative director of Far Cry 5. I'd like to introduce you to Hope County, Montana. Vast, beautiful, rugged. A place where people don't even lock their front door anymore. But that's how it used to be. Today, Hope County's been overrun by a fanatical cult. You find yourself trapped deep in cult territory, cut off from the rest of the world. They've closed the roads. There's no cell phone signal, no 911. People are fucking scared. I had to say it. And just up ahead, the small town of Falls End has been completely overrun. If you're gonna survive, you and your guns for hire are gonna need to save it. But to do that, well, you're gonna need to raise some hell.
Okay. Raise some hell. Bring it on. So they say this is actual gameplay. They don't say what on or with what system. Important to keep in mind. Plus, they downgraded 4 a lot. So don't expect it to look like this.
Shh, we got piggies.
Town looks like a war zone. Where do you want me? Water tower, got it.
Good job saving him.
I'm in position.
For only then will you walk in the light of our Father and be delivered.
Boom, boom, motherfuckers.
Boom, 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 boom. Bang, 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 bang. Boom, 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 boom.
Behind you.
Bang, 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 bang.
Gonna need more help.
I love the way you walk, and I love the way you talk. When you walk that walk, and you talk that talk. You knocks me out.
That's pretty cool.
My feet. Boom, 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 boom.
So it looks like those big missions from GTA 5 where you have to use all 3 of the characters. It kind of looks like that's what they're doing, but they're not going to let you control them, but they come into it. Co-op. I'm open to it. Oh no. It looks good, but again, they've done this before. I need to see more. Or I need to see it closer to release. I need to see actual gameplay.
Where's your master? I don't deal with domesticated.
Hey, the fuck? I ain't got no master, but I do have your little toy.
Show me the idol. Show me the Redeemer.
Here you go, mate.
Oh, hey, G.
Yo, hand it over. I got a hot date who don't do late.
Monkey's got a date.
Mwah.
What? What?
What? That's Swiss fucking chocolate, pig.
I don't know what this is.
I want every fucking copper in this fucking city after that fucking bastard!
Grab my chassis, Noxie!
Nadine is in this game?
Easy peasy, bro.
At least this is creative. Like, this is a new thing.
Fuck me.
Damn! Do it!
Huh. I'm intrigued. I'm legitimately intrigued.
It's about bloody time. Let's see what we've got. Moksha. Just as Yama described it. True freedom lies beyond.
Reminds me of Treasure Planet. Did you guys ever watch that? That old cartoon? I don't know why it gives me that vibe. It just does. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Can I romance the pig, though? I don't know, Igon. No one way to find out.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. First of all, I want to say a big thank you to all the teams who worked very, very, very hard on creating all this world. Again, thank you to all these teams behind us. I want also to say thank you to Yves, with all my heart. Thanks, Yves, for making this happen. This is just amazing. And also, a special thanks to the fans of Beyond Good and Evil for sticking with us for so long.
It's about bloody time.
15 years. Almost.
So welcome to System 3.
Awkward pause.
Our story takes place before the birth of Jade, in a multi-ethnic, multicultural human society in a distant solar system. It is a time when corporations create hybrids in their labs and enslave them to colonize the stars in order to compete for power and cosmic resources. With our crew of crazy and unforgettable characters, we fight in the name of freedom and the right to determine our own fate among the stars. And we will helm massive star-faring vessels through territories as spectacular as they are dangerous.
We've been working very hard just on the technology during 3 years. And today, we have a seamless online playground where we can travel across space at the speed of light. We can explore mysterious cities and discover unknown lands by ourselves or with friends. And we want you to participate in the making of this great adventure. Join our Space Monkey program.
Space Monkey program?
Today, and help us make Beyond Good and Evil a world that will challenge us and bring us together for thousand adventure, thrills, and fun. And please, Yves, just join us. This is... Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations, you guys. You know,
a little clunky, but
Gabrielle
okay.
and Michelle, you've done a fantastic job. It's amazing what you have been able to achieve. And you and I, and all the teams, have the power of creating games that will amaze all the gamers. And I think video games can help us to grow and to get better. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
So now, I would like to thank everyone here in the room and those who are watching us from home. Thank you for listening today, and thank you for playing our games. So to all the teams
No
at
release
Ubisoft,
date.
thank you for your incredible imagination and enthusiasm. All of us here, we wish you all a lot of fun playing games this year. So thank you very much, and have a great E3.
Look at all these people down here, they're not even clapping. I mean, it's not bad. It wasn't a bad conference. We'll wait and look at that live Assassin's Creed gameplay, but like not it wasn't bad, but it was not a home run. It wasn't a crash and burn. It wasn't a Bethesda conference, but it was. I don't know. It did seem like they were trying to hold up. They promoted it by saying we'll show off Assassin's Creed and Far Cry, and then they showed brief trailers of both of those and spent the rest of the time talking about all the other stuff. We're seeing buffering. I'm not sure why. I just want the new Assassin's Creed. I don't see it though. Oh no, we're back. I mean, it was interesting, but it didn't blow anything out of the water. I'd probably give it a C. It was average. It was average. It didn't do anything great. It didn't do anything terribly It did what it needed to do. Xbox, I would say, probably got like a B. I thought they did a pretty good job. They unveiled a lot of exclusives. Crackdown 3 being the weirdest among them. The fact that they promoted it saying that it was going to be this big thing and they were going to show off a lot of, Terry Crews said, forget just like dropping bombs. Think dropping buildings. And then they didn't show any destructible environments at all. That was weird. That was weird. I'll go over here while I pull up. They're saying it's on Twitch. We're seeing some weird stuttering here.
Gonna see what is in store for us here at this camp. Now, with the tagging, I'm noticing, one of the new features here is that levels are popping up over the enemy's heads as you are tagging. So what can the player read?
Look at how much higher the levels go. Syndicate
kind of
was only up to like
face?
9 or 10.
Yeah, so by going a lot more action RPG, what's happening here is that right now Björk is level 20 and he's facing off against enemies that are at an equivalent challenge. And so this would be considered a fair challenge fight in this part of the world. And we'll see that as, we'll see later on, there's another camp with enemies that are level 25. And you'll see that the feedback is slightly different. This is to really clarify to people, levels matter, gear matters, taking on higher level enemies, it's doable. But they're tougher not only in stats, but they're also tougher in behavior. So the higher level they are, they have more capacities, more abilities, stronger weapons.
So you might want to think twice before taking
Oh,
them
that
back or get
reminds
some
me of
better gear.
Zelda 2.
Or just light your arrows on fire,
Yes.
Ooh.
apparently.
What are you doing there, Carl?
I think I'm going to cause a little bonfire down here.
Why not? Because it's not hot enough.
Yes.
Just a little more warmth from the bonfire. Speaking of which, my feet are on fire. We are in the middle of the sun
it is,
right
it
here.
is really hot out
We
here.
suffer for your entertainment, viewers.
This is the live streaming equivalent of method acting.
I mean, you can tell they're playing on a controller. It's
Mariak
like,
is warm right now. I think that hood is like, keeping him cool.
That hood is warm, and I will say for the fans out there who.
Oh, the lion's attacking the horse.
Attacking the horse. He's got a snack on some horse
it is a
meat.
distraction.
He's been caged
That was
up for
kind
a
of cool.
while.
The lion attacked
So
the horse.
that's something that we fully embrace in here. So all the NPCs of the world, all the humans, all the animals, they have a full life in the world. They have needs, they have wants.
I loathe
animals,
the highlight,
they
the
hunt,
white
they
highlight
sleep, they
that they
find
put on the
shade.
enemies.
So
I don't
in this
like
case,
that.
This lion has been captured and been put in a cage. And at this point, it becomes an opportunity for the player. You can't always guarantee it. But, okay, so these guys they sense something. They've seen a lion getting released. They've seen...
Kind of hard to miss that one.
Yeah, a fire. There you go, Carl.
Something's going
well
on.
done. Well done.
All right.
Nice job, Carl.
So here we go. So we just picked up a bow. So this is something that's really important in Assassin's Creed Origins. It's gear.
Goodbye, lion.
Terrible. He was so kind to you.
Wow. He attacked the horse. He should have been attacking.
No real lions were harmed.
Out of the
making
frying
this
pan
demo.
into the
I like
fire.
the HUD a lot more. This is a much better
So we
looking.
picked up a bow, and we saw that it was a blue bow, which means that it's a common weapon. So rarities do matter in this game.
Yeah.
The more rare the equipment is, the more attributes it has, the more properties it has.
So as opposed to just does some more damage, it cannot have other properties. Like what is an example?
Exactly. So other properties could be things like poison tipped. Being able to generate adrenaline. Adrenaline is a concept. It's a resource in the combat system that allows Björk to unleash a fury of attacks or just devastating, overpowering attacks. And you can build adrenaline through the combat system. And some weapons charge differently than others, so this is part of the depth of the combat that we want players to mess around with.
And this is a whole new combat system you guys have.
Boom, headshot.
It's way different than the feeling before of
Not
sort of
dead
using
yet.
an Assassin's Creed combat.
He's dazed. Take him out.
It
Poor
hit his
guy.
helmet.
Poor guy. Oh,
Ooh, he can cover some ground.
So this guy's a commander. That's the gold icon.
Uh-oh. Not for long.
There we go.
There we go.
Dead.
So there we go.
So killed.
So here we found a
Very
second
killed.
bow. So in a military location, military locations are great for finding equipment.
Assassins of the
New
Wild.
gear. Aside from playing quests, these are also places to be able to upgrade Björk with new weapons.
Loot all that.
So here we found a bow. Oh, we leveled up, which gives us an ability point. So we'll check that out in a second.
Check it out now.
Yeah, and we found a shield.
Oh, cool.
Oh, look at this.
So here we're looking at sort of the skill tree, and I'm seeing 3 different branches.
Yeah, it's more of a graph. What that means is there are flavors. So on the one side, what you see here is the Master Seer. This is more the abilities that are aligned with manipulation. So manipulating the environment, animals, and NPCs. In the center, we have the warrior aspect, which is really delving deep into fight. And the hunter aspect, which is more the stealthy approach of being an assassin or being a ranger. And the idea is players can dedicate themselves or go through the graph however they want. That's why it's a graph, because they can actually kind of spread themselves as they wish. They can really craft their own assassin. And you can even focus on one area. If you want to be the absolute ultimate warrior,
Ultimate warrior.
you can dedicate yourself. So the last ability on each graph, you can keep pumping points into it. So you can really become that super powerful archetype that you wish to play.
You just got to chase down a fluorescent outfit and you're good to go.
So what kind of player would you be, Ash? What's your personal favorite style?
Personally, well, we should get Carl to buy something here.
We go for the enhanced warrior bow.
This guy is really bad at working with a controller.
We haven't seen it yet, so maybe we should switch to it if we can.
Yep. We did pick up a few new bows, right?
Yeah, we should check out the new gear.
Check out our gear.
Definitely check out the new gear. So in terms of my style, I would say I'm somewhere between hunter and warrior. I can't choose one or the other. I sometimes prefer stealth, sometimes prefer just duking it out with the guys.
Look at that. That looks straight out of The Witcher.
That's one thing we wanted to cater to, is that we have
the power little green arrow pointing up based on the damage output.
Pure combat.
It depends on
their mood. We wanted to give them a control.
It's like straight out of The Witcher.
So here we can see that Carl put on a new bow. You also had a new shield. Put on the shield. Put on the shield.
New everything. New bow, new shield.
Really gonna be better.
Yeah, see map, quests, gear, abilities, inventory.
It's way better.
You see the inspirations.
The shield adds to the player's resistance. It was quite significant, and we can see it has a property which is that when you block a hit, you generate adrenaline. So the idea is with gear, you can actually start crafting.
I'm liking this.
Again, the way you fight, the way you stealth. We can see the crafting at the bottom there. So just like combat, there's no longer this concept that you can one-shot assassinate just anybody. Enemies that are higher level, you'll do stealth damage. But if you want to one-shot them, be that true lethal assassin, you have to craft better hidden blades.
You gotta work hard at it. And now we're going for a little boat ride.
Yeah.
This is like the leaked. Look at that.
I wish I could do right now.
Like the leaked image, exactly.
Pretty hot. So this is the amazing tech Singapore has been working on. The water. I think it's some of the most beautiful water in any game. It's absolutely beautiful. It's completely seamless. We can at some point we'll dive underneath. For now, you know, we have an island here. Let's maybe at some point explore the island.
Well, this lake is really big. Yeah, can we just get a sort of look at how big this is?
They've added underwater stuff, so you can actually go underwater. It's no longer just
the
floating on
distances
top.
are absolutely stunning.
Yeah, this is, for you folks watching, this is running on the Xbox One X.
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. It's really allowing us to showcase what we can push with our engine, the beauty of the world. We really want to do Egypt justice and show it off, show off our artists, show off our technical people, our programmers who bring this to life.
It's gorgeous.
So here we can see some.
Again, we got to remember we're watching. They're playing it in 4K right now. We're watching this off of Twitch, or I'm watching it off Twitch, and then that's being streamed again back to you. So this really wouldn't do it justice. I mean, it must look absolutely mind-blowing in person.
All right, out for a little swim, and you mentioned underwater. Let's take a little dive.
Okay, let's take a little dive.
Take a look. You know, I see something dangerous.
Look at that.
Off on the horizon there.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh, what is that?
It's a hippo.
It's a hippo.
He looks pretty friendly. Let's get closer. See what happens.
It's a good idea.
Let me grab something real quick. Keep watching.
Carl has a great track record with animals, so nothing could go wrong. But
you've heard about his stories from Singapore, I think. So this is a location. The reason there's loot here, the question might be, why is there loot here? The reason there's loot here is actually this island. It's where the Ptolemies, so the guard force, they use this island as a way to stop, to take a break, to actually refill on some of their stocks. And so here we can see there's actually a guard on the other side who's been killed by what? I don't know, but Maybe the hippo.
Not a hippo. No, he's a good guy. I think we should say hi.
Nice dude.
He's a nice dude.
Oh, I got a spear.
You got a spear? Use the spear. Switch to the spear.
Okay, let's switch.
Yeah, because that's the thing. We've seen sort of that that short curved sword in action.
The Kopesh, yeah.
But there is a variety of weapons, and the sort of the reach of the longer weapons is going to affect how you are in combat.
Exactly. So we have a ton of types of weapons. So 8 melee weapons, 4 types of bows. And this is just the types. Then within them, there's levels, attributes, properties.
So there's 8 types of weapons, 4 types of bows.
It's a completely seamless system here. We're using the bow in water.
You should get in closer, Carl, and see what happens.
Those birds, if Carl is good, he can shoot those birds down.
I got other problems right now. We need to deal with this.
Oh, look at that.
They're just trying to say hi.
Okay.
You know?
I feel like you're engaging it on its home turf. Like maybe they're slower on land. You don't want to. Oh God.
And he's using the spear.
Oh no!
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Smacking the hippo with your spear.
Oh, the poor hippo. What if it's a mama?
Now, you know what?
Man.
Now you've gotten him angry. He just wanted to say hi.
I think if it's a mama, Carl's in even more trouble.
Yeah.
Keep circling
You're vicious, yeah.
No hippos were harmed in the making of this demo.
No, no.
This guy's
harmed in the making of
this one's being harmed.
Swimming pretty well.
There we go.
All right, so when you loot a hippo, what are you gaining from this beast?
Sad little body.
So,
what was the purpose of this massacre?
Did you ever think you would say that sentence in public? So animals. So the fauna of Egypt.
Hey, I must borrow this.
Okay.
Just throw that guy off this boat?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Sorry.
So this is.
Sorry, buddy.
The water does look incredible.
You can use the corpse as a float. You'll be fine.
This is Carl style. So obviously Egypt, it's very well known for its fauna, its wildlife, and we need it to represent that properly here. And then we have to say, well, it matters to the player on some level. So this is part of the progression system. So you gain materials that you would use to craft some of your gear. So that's.
Oh!
Boom.
You're just a shit starter, aren't you, Carl?
This military, it's all right.
These are military dudes. Put
He's on fire now.
Okay.
Ooh, fire on a boat. That's a recipe for disaster. I like it.
Oh, the fisherman's coming in dangerously.
Oh boy.
Is someone else mixing it up over there?
There we go.
Look at that.
Now the boat's on fire.
Coming for me though. He knew that his boat was in trouble. I better leave.
That's pretty cool.
Just leave him to tread water.
That's pretty cool.
So you know what? If the situation was slightly different,
I love how this guy's just along for the ride. He's just in front of you like, what is happening?
Yeah, the guy's just chilling.
Again, I want to see a big set piece.
Björk is a Magi. They are protectors of Egypt. They're protectors of the Egyptian way of life, and Egyptians have a high respect for Magi's, and they go to them for help. This is actually feeds into the questing system, actually. So, as a Magi, he respects them. He's gonna let him take his boat for a ride.
You do you, Björk. You do you. Set boats on fire.
I like it too, because he's not like, obviously the boat's important to that dude. Like, it's probably his livelihood. He's like, look, man, you can take this wherever you want, but I need it when you're done.
Yeah, just be sure you bring it back in one piece.
That's how they got around the stealing vehicles thing, because an assassin and a Badia is supposed to be. Madia? Is that what he said? I don't know. Whatever it is, they're supposed to be good guys.
This is another military camp, but this one's slightly different. This one's a wharf. Here, what we wanted to show is just what it's like to take on enemies that are much higher level. So here we'll see some guards. So there's some in the front gate there. So level 25, you see that the badge is red, which is kind of telling the player, yes, you can try. You can try.
Try your best.
You can try. At him. Give it a shot, but it's going to be a very difficult fight because you're not at their level just yet. Eventually, by going through quests, by completing locations in the world, you will level up enough. So I would recommend just trying. Carl,
what's your plan here?
Are you going to take on this?
Let's see how good this guy is.
Oh, this guy's. Oh, he looks vulnerable. So let's try a headshot.
He's alone.
Let's try a headshot. See how much damage it does. Oh goodness, it's not going to do.
Yeah, Ringman. CD Projekt Red is going to be patching The Witcher 3 for Xbox One X. It was on the list that they showed off at their conference.
Get him, Carl.
Oh boy, here we go.
I believe in you, Carl.
You can take him. He can take him. Honestly, he can do it. Carl's been practicing. He's very good at the game.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, look at that one
damage
like stun almost happening. Is that a heavy hit that I'm
Oh Lord.
You get an F for effort. It's okay.
Yeah, 2 hits from me. Okay.
So, look, the game is live. This
Yeah.
is, you know,
This is real gameplay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
we take, you know, we take games very seriously in the sense of we want this to be the representation of the game as it is. We want players to see.
I like that load in.
So yes, in a demo playthrough, Carl.
Yeah, I don't know why they're letting this guy play the game though.
You don't have to rub it in, Ash. In front of everybody.
Not the best.
I've learned my lesson and I'll just keep moving on. The level 25 is too high.
Give them a wide berth now, and so you're coming in. You're sort of leaving the wharf and coming.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Yeah, so
There's
Carl
our
just
friend.
called for his mount.
And does this horse have a name?
Yes,
Or is
I
it a
believe-
horse
I
with no
believe-
name?
I believe this horse is named Amun-Re.
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 Very
But,
handsome.
it's a beautiful horse.
Yeah.
So Senu is our eagle companion. In this case, though, we wanted that mounts was something that the player can actually collect more and more mounts, purchase more and more mounts, and we have many different types of mounts. So there's horses, many types of beautiful horses, but also camels and eventually chariots.
Camels.
Yeah, and they all have their value, and so you can actually have different types of horses.
Can you name them?
Senu being the eagle companion that stays with you through the journey. So there we go. So we have this beautiful black horse here.
Does the camel
Black
have
stallion.
a spit attack? Because I hear they do that.
A spit attack, no, but you can rear with the horse. You can rear with the horse. The camel.
Get the hooves in there. So we're sort of skirting the shoreline here, and
Change of subject.
You guys have built, as you were saying in the presentation, this is a country. You know, this is not just one city. So what kind of region are we in?
Yeah, actually, before we go in, so
Is something going on with the
Umaria,
sound?
which is a port village. Actually, maybe I'll ask Carl to go to the map. Sure. We can go to the map just to kind of give a general spacing of the world. So this is the lake that we've seen with Senu.
Amun Roach. Yeah, that, if I can name my horse, that's what I'm calling it. Amun
The
Roach.
lake is where the demo takes place. Since we were riding a bit north of it earlier.
We started around here.
Yeah, that's how we unfog the world, by visiting the world. You unfog it. But just to
Look at
give
that.
a breadth of this country that we've
Memphis,
built.
Giza Plateau.
Yeah, move around just to show it's.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's
it keeps
ginormous.
going.
Holy
it's absolutely
hell.
massive.
Up to Alexandria in the north.
Yeah, Alexandria.
Nice.
There's
The
the
Nile
Giza
Delta.
Desert, the Nile Delta, the Giza Plateau, Memphis, the ancient city of Memphis, and it goes on. Then there's Fayum, Crocodilopolis down in the south. The world.
Crocodilopolis.
Yes, yes.
That's amazing.
I like
That's
that
massive.
place, Eve's Land. What's going on? Does anybody ever go there?
Really honest
It's
people
just
are
like,
there.
I think
No, you don't want to go down.
daring players should go there. There's a lot of cool stuff in it for them. So just to give an idea that this is a country. Egypt is it's such a majestic setting, and we've dreamed of going to this place. And so when we started and we decided we're going to Egypt, we understood that it was going to be a labor of love. It was gonna push us to develop new technologies, to build such a crazy big world, and then to even populate the world with all these people that actually have agendas and purpose. For example, these people over here are being attracted by an event, if Carl would look at it.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, Egypt is hard. Egypt, it was a tough
harsh
life.
place.
Let's investigate.
Priest, what has the boy done to deserve this? This has nothing to do with you. Back away. The boy will get what he deserves.
I serve Sobek. I serve Sobek. I am a slave.
Boy, what are you accused of?
I was charged with ferrying.
I see the Witcher inspirations.
Just out of port, my ship sank by the lighthouse. I almost drowned. The statues were lost. I didn't steal them.
Silence! And you, step back, Saeti.
Wait, do not threaten me, Ned. I am a Magi. If the boy speaks the truth, I will find your gold Sobex. If he lies, he is yours to deal with.
So here we got a little bit
There's
of
an
a taste
outpost
of,
that needs
Bike's
our help.
personality and his attitude towards these masked priests that abuse their power. And this is a side quest. So our players can expect this type of quality, cinematics, great characters, in the optional content in the side quest. And we have hundreds of stories to tell. Egypt was a really wonderful place. Then we found so much amazing stories that we wanted a way to be able to tell them, and the quest structure allowed us to do that. But again, we're saving the quest stuff for other streams, for YouTubers out there. So So for now, we'll continue with
like me. Am I gonna get the demo?
Folks are just joining us. We're playing Assassin's Creed Origins on the Xbox One X with Ash and Carl from the Assassin's Creed Origins dev team. I'm Chris. This is Hanny, and we'll be doing this for about 10 more minutes. So stick around. We've got plenty of open world stuff to show you.
It breaks my heart that they let these people
scouts out some more locations.
do this. This guy that can't play the game.
Here, actually, I'm gonna ask Carl to not stealth this one. The reason we're showing these different locations, different camps and warps is actually we wanted to show a bit of stealth, we want to show a bit of fight, so I'm going to ask Carl.
All right, well, what do we got in our arsenal here?
He needs to earn some redemption.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He needs to
this
earn
time
redemption.
win this one, Carl.
Okay,
watch this guy dies
Here I
again.
come, out the bushes.
Are you going in with the spear?
I'll just shoot him in the chest first, wake them up.
Good wake-up call.
There we go.
Nice.
Okay, all right,
Nice dodge.
On,
yeah,
Carl.
see how they don't, there's no like blinking yellow.
At some point, just to show
I like that. I hate the parry
the
prompt.
versatility of the fight. You can take out your bow. There we go, dynamically in the fight.
Oh
my God,
bravo, bravo.
All right, now, is he close to filling up his adrenaline meter here?
Yes.
He feels like that might be helpful.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
I'll try and use it on the big dude.
He is humongous.
There we go. Okay, just get in there. Unleash. There we go.
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy.
This guy sucks. Come on.
Oh
yeah.
Fish.
Nice.
Impaled.
Okay, that was pretty cool. That was pretty. I'll give him that.
That was
Oh, you
beautiful.
done good, Carl.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Through the
boy.
throat that time. Nice.
Nice job, Carl. You killed
Thank you, thank you.
All right, now, give us a little broader context. Who are these dudes that Bayek is dispatching with such panache?
So this is we're in the era of the Ptolemies. So these are Ptolemaic guards. They work for the people that Bayek is going after, and when I say going after, effectively Bayek is unraveling a mystery, and he doesn't know who these characters are that he's after, and so he comes to this place. He's actually looking for a contact to gain some info to lead him to eventually his targets, and these are the Ptolemy guards who work for these people. Bayek being an Egyptian, a Medjay, he doesn't have a very good alignment with these people. They represent, they represent
really
the evil forces that are destroying his homeland. So anyway, so these are the people he's after. This area of the world, just to say, if we take a look around, yeah, Carl, this is a beautiful shot of the world.
Carl, give us a slow pan here.
So this is
Well,
the.
Can't even do a slow pan.
So we can get a better view from there.
Yeah, so we're gonna do.
It's not that hard. It's just you turn the joystick.
You point.
Just for a sec, we're seeing you
all.
know, some serious climbing here, a hallmark of the Assassin's Creed franchise. But that rock didn't have any like obvious handholds on it. Like, what's the approach to climbing in Origins?
So the climbing, actually, before we synchronize, just to look around.
So pretty.
So the climbing in Origins, it's so first we've revamped the controls, the fluidity of the character. We've gotten a lot of positive feedback already from the people who played the build that feel like the assassin is really responsive, listening to them, doing what they want. And we pushed that to the climbing, where we said, you know what, we should be able to climb any surface we want. So we've created a tech for Bayek when he's climbing to be able to put his hands and footholds into crevices and so on any surface, so effectively to be able to climb anywhere. We wanted, you know, as the most seamless experience that we can have. Here you can see the world is absolutely beautiful. See that that distance, that top peak in the distance? You know, we could just go there at some point if we wish to. Swimming, by boat,
you see that
by
mountain?
Camel, whatever.
You can climb it.
And there's secrets up there for us. There's really
I
cool
love
stuff.
secrets.
There's really cool discoveries to find. Here, why don't we synchronize? So here, the world is, you know, kudos to our artists, our engineers, our technical artists.
I don't see much popping.
This world is something.
Absolutely.
Which is very nice to
see.
see.
Synchronizing, you know, historically,
the
sort of a
boats
way
are
to
popping
learn
in and
more
out.
about an area, sort of clear the fog from an area. But you mentioned earlier, the fog clears by you just traveling through the area.
Yeah, exactly. So we wanted to keep the idea of the viewpoints as an homage to the series.
Leap of faith, there it is.
There it is.
There it is.
Maybe we can explore a bit, walk through the area a little bit, just to give a flavor of the village life. Villages are great places to pick up quests, to go to shops, and obviously there are many quests inside villages. These are hubs of content. But anyway, so Oh, we're in a red zone right now.
Oh.
So will now show us the fleeing technology.
Yeah, I'd recommend fleeing maybe. Or you can fight.
He's feeling strong from his last encounter.
Yeah. Yep.
He's digging that.
Real confidence.
Mixing melee and
now we're we're busting out the warrior's bow here. That was a skill we unlocked earlier.
Oh yeah.
Good point.
Switch to the warrior bow.
Yeah,
so
they said they wanted to keep the towers
our,
because it's an homage to the series.
Oh
my
gosh.
There we go.
Oh my god, deadly.
Again,
Beautiful.
why did they give
Very
this guy
efficient.
a
It shoots 5 arrows at once.
Mind-blowing.
So when we talk about attributes and properties, you can actually find bows that you can actually have more arrows on them. You can set them on fire by default. So this compound here, it's actually part of a quest. Don't want to ruin the quest for people, but this is somebody's home that's been, let's say, confiscated, and Björk will eventually have to help those people.
Oh, it's a porcupine.
That's that's a lot of arrows, but you can recover. It looks like you're recovering.
Yeah, you can pick up your arrows.
And that ranged combat, that focus on sort of...
the other thing he said is that you can also clear the map without doing that with the towers. You can actually just go and explore, and that'll clear it. At least that's what I think he said. Which is nice, if you can just explore it and then it clears its way as you do that, but the tower will clear it all at once. I'm okay with that. But it is weird that they feel they need to make you climb the tower. Makes me think they legitimately think it's like an homage to the series.
To develop these gameplays. The shooting feels great. The bows feel amazing. And there's a bunch of bows we haven't shown. There's the Predator bow, which is kind of like a sniper.
Can we talk about the cat?
There's a little
there's a cat.
This is such a great way to wrap this up. Like we just saw.
She's contributing a lot to this conversation.
And you know what? Cats are very important in ancient Egypt.
Can you pet it?
So here, look. So see, okay, look. So systemically, you know, as I said, animals really live in this world, and so this cat has, for some reason, an affection towards Björk.
He loves you, or she.
Or she's sticking around.
Reciprocate.
Look at she loves them. She loves them.
Carl,
as I said, we've put a lot of effort on animals and their needs and what they do in the world. Yeah.
I love that she appeared near the end of this stream. This is amazing.
Fantastic moment.
Yes.
Ash, this has been so great, Carl. Thank you for showing off the game. There's a lot more to come this week, and but it must be really exciting for you guys.
You know, it's been a long journey for us. It's absolutely wonderful to be able to show off the game and have people play it, get their feedback, see their excitement. I'm super proud of the team and what we've achieved. Kudos to the Singapore team, to the Montreal team, to all the teams that are working on this game.
Yeah, they're just saying thank you. I mean, it's overall, like, it looks pretty good. They've clearly done a lot of work on it. You see the Witcher inspirations very, very clearly. It's all over the place. I mean, like, legitimately, the Witcher vibe is strong with this one, but I think it's got potential, but there's also a few things that are a little concerning. Some of the animations do look a little janky for people concerned about the graphics. I would say also remember this is on the Xbox One X, and we don't know how much the One X will actually scale things down to reach 4K. It's possible it doesn't do it at all, but it's also possible that they you know, have to crank it down a fair bit to make it work. As for the other things, I wanted to see some cityscapes or something. They didn't show that very intentionally, even though they have shown Alexandria at least once. That seems to be intentional because they're probably saving that for later in the week, or perhaps just later on, period. Or just so that you see it for the first time when you're playing the game. That would be my guess. But as of right now, it looked interesting. It looked interesting. I kind of forgive them for putting it off so much in that channel, but we also have to remember that was alpha gameplay. So it's alpha gameplay. It's something they're going to be moving into beta, I would assume, in the next month or so, probably after all these demos, and then they'll be polishing it up from there. But already, like, they didn't do those types of live gameplay streams. I saw people saying that it wasn't actually live. But no, that was live. They had live deaths. They were playing it live. They had the controller going in. They were playing it live. But it was in a very limited space for the demo that they're showing on the floor at E3. So overall, I'm still reserved. I don't want to pass judgment either which way. I think it showed off some interesting concepts and things that could be great, but there's still a lot that they need to make up for. I think it has the potential, certainly. Let me go to this. But this is what we're looking at. Yeah, not now. That's kind of cool. As you scroll, it changes. That's kind of cool. But yeah, so they rebuilt combat quests. They seem to have really focused on, and I could see the Witcher 3 inspiration there. I think all of us could. It was pretty clear. Full country, they really seem to have built it up. October 27th. Yep. I mean, it'll be cool. I'm going to contact them and see if I can... They said YouTubers are going to be doing some stuff. And if that's the case, then I'm going to see if I can get like a demo code or something and try the demo, and we can do that. Send them some links of the videos I've done for them. But we'll try that. We'll give it a shot. You never know. It might work. It might not. We got to see what we can do. But overall, not a bad stream from Ubisoft. We have Sony tonight, I believe, in 3 hours. 3 hours is what I have. So 3 hours from now, we'll be covering Sony's stream just as we did today. We might do a little pre-show. I have to check my calendar real quick, see if we can do that. Maybe we'll play Bloodborne beforehand or something and talk about what we expect. But overall, great stream. Thank you to everyone who turned out. Great stream. I'm really happy with it. We got a lot of people in here, over 250 consistently, with a 16-minute average viewer duration. That's pretty great. Peak concurrent of 286. Biggest stream we've had, I think. But overall, thank you. Thank you. We'll see you tonight. I hope to see you tonight. And if not, we'll see you around the channel. Thanks for watching. Love you all. Peace out. Bye.